Whoa! Cooking up new recipes and new videos. Last F.E.F.E.'s kitchen, you know, right there. It's really awesome, by the way. You should go check it out. Anyway, last F.E.F.E.'s kitchen, I did something that was savory. I did meat pies. So, today I thought I'd take a turn down the sweet road. So today for you, I am making blueberry pie. So this was a recipe that I would see my mom make all the time. It was amazing. Lip smacking good. I thought today I'd try it out. First, as always, I'm going to take you through the list of ingredients. Then I'm going to tell you the steps so you can make it yourself at home. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. To make a fullish pie, you need about 4 cups of blueberries. Right here, got about maybe 6 to 8 cups of blueberries. So, I'm going to be making 2 pies. Then you need butter. Butter comes into play when you cut your thing, goes in right under the pie crust, gives it that extra flavor while it's going in. Cornstarch really helps with the bringing together of the blueberries. Ground cinnamon, just for flavor. If it's flavorful, it's... Oh, I need a catchphrase. If it's flavorful, it's favorable. If it's flavorful, it's favorable. Then you obviously need your pie crust. Your pie crust. And last but not least, the recipe does say to use sugar. As you know, we eat more healthy than that. Technical difficulties. So I'm going to be using my honey. So I have this fancy plate that my mom actually got a while ago. Look at it. It actually has the how to make it and the preparation time. So let's get right into the recipe. So first you want to start with preheating your oven. It's not a good idea to throw cold food into a cold oven. Preheating it makes it cook faster, so I'm just going to preheat my oven really quickly. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees. So next, in a large mixing bowl, mix all the ingredients except the butter. In here, I have my blueberries. So the recipe does say that you need some sugar. As I told you, I'm going to put honey. So I'm just going to throw in that honey. Okay, now put my honey in. Next ingredient is cornstarch. For 1 pie, you're supposed to put 5 tablespoons of cornstarch. But I don't want too much cornstarch. So I'm going to put maybe like 8-ish. But you know, that's just to my preference because I don't want too much of this, too much of anything that'll make it unhealthy or anything. So yeah. Now it's time to mix it all in. So if you want... Oh! How could I? I forgot the cinnamon! No! Anyway, let's add that in. Okay! Now we added the cinnamon. We're gonna mix it in. Tough, guys, getting tough. I feel like cooking it with honey really gives it that gooey fluence. See that? It's like gooey. It's very gooey, which is nice for biting into a pie. So added my cinnamon, my cornstarch, everything's molding together well. It's a bit tough, but it's going. Okay, now I've mixed it together. Hold on, let me show you guys what that looks like. You see that gooey consistency? Oh, I am loving it. I'm going to be using these pie crust. To use it to cover the top, you don't want that huge lump. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to open this and put the piece that I'm going to put on the top of the pie in the oven just for a few seconds, just so it gets to that soft place. I can kind of like bend it over my pie, because that is what we want. That wrapper took a while to get off. But anyway, it's off. So just I'm making 2 pies, so I'm gonna stick these 2 in the oven just for a few seconds, just so they can get like soft. So they're ready to bend on the lid of the pie. Oh, this one was easier, much easier. The lids were much skinnier, much slimmer. These ones are deeper, see? So that's gonna contain all the blueberry goodness. And those are going to be the lids, kind of, if you wanna call it that. Just put my special plate, or my mom's, but to the side. Get ready to put these in. So, the thing of the butter, I can explain that to you now. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut the butter up. Once the blueberry is in the pie base, the pie crust, you're gonna put the butter kind of like all around it. That melts everything together, gives it some extra flavor and all that stuff. So now we're just waiting on that crust in the oven to soften. Okay, while I do that, I'm just gonna distribute my blueberries into the base. Few tips. I didn't put too much honey, 1. 2, honey actually gives it this gooey texture. Don't put too much cinnamon. You don't want to smell your pie and then start sneezing. Another, cut your butter not too thin, but at the same time not too fat. And if you're doing what I'm doing, don't leave it for too long. I'm going to take it out now so I can kind of place it over the pie. Usually to crumble a little, but if it does, that is okay. I have put the thing over it, the pie sheet, and I put the butter underneath it. It accidentally broke a little, but I would say it's actually looking pretty decent. So now to throw this in the oven for 35 minutes. But there's one finishing touch. If you make pies in your kitchen, these are a must-have. They strip around the edge of your pie, like so, so that the edges don't get too brown while the rest of the pie is cooking. Like so. So now this baby's ready to put in the oven. Let's put it in. Remember, I put the blueberry mix, cut some butter, put it over the blueberry mix, and then laid the sheet over it. Here's my other pie. I put the butter in on the blueberry mix and then laid the sheet on top of this. So I'm going to put the strip thing and put it in the oven as well. It's been stripped, and it's ready to put in the oven for about 35 minutes. I forgot to tell you guys. I did it, but I forgot to tell you. Very important tip when you are making pies is poke holes on the top of your pies so that it doesn't bubble up in the center. Take it forward, poke holes so that it doesn't bubble up in the center, and you've got an uncooked pie. I did mine previously, but I forgot to mention it. This goodness. Now, still a little golden, but once it cools down, the brown's gonna really come out. You could see the flavor inside. Look at this pie. So, very important step. You have to leave it to cool. You must. And the other one. Now that the pies are sitting to cool, guess what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna add one more thing before I eat my scrumptious meal. I'm gonna make custard. Now, I do have my custard in my cabinet, my custard powder, but I thought it'd be more interesting if I made it from scratch. So let's get right into that. For this recipe, you will need eggs, milk, and honey, and your cornstarch from your recipe before. Let's get out all the ingredients.
Hello, how's it going?
Whoa!
How's it going?
I was not expecting Mommy to come in, but she's just like a hit on me. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I jumped. Oh, goodness.
Going all good?
It's going good. good, yeah. I made the pies. How did those look?
Very good. Looks great.
And I'm just making the custard from scratch.
Nice. Well done. All right, no more jumping.
Thank you. Okay, so for this recipe, I'm just gonna use amounts, but you should double, triple, quadruple amounts based on how much you're making. So I'm gonna use 1 egg white. Now I'm only making a little bit of this just to show you and to eat with this pie, you know. But you're gonna need an egg white. So the egg yolk, sorry, not the egg white. So what you want to do, I have 2 containers here. I have washed my hands. I promise you guys, I have washed my hands. But you go like this. This is the simpler way to do it. You can either take your hand, take the yolk and put it in, or just, you know, I'm just gonna do that. I have washed my hands. Kind of like use your fingers as like a drainer. Just drain all the white, and then you're left with the egg yolk, which you will put in there. Whoop. Put that egg white aside. We don't waste food. I'll find something else to use that for. So I'm gonna put in my 1 spoon of cornstarch into my egg yolk, and kind of like just beat it a little, mix it a little, and you should end up with a nice thick-ish paste at the end of this. Here's the paste. It's made with the egg yolk and the cornstarch. So now I'm gonna heat some milk, add a little bit of honey just for flavor, and let that start boiling. I've made this times before, so I don't need to like, I can kind of like eyeball it, if I may put it that way. But you should always measure your amounts if you're starting out, or just trial and error. Just to see what works for you, because some may like it creamier, some may like it chunkier, thicker. I'm gonna add in some of my honey. Okay, the honey is dissolved into the milk, and the milk is heating up. So now, pretty soon, let me tell you the next step. Gotta make sure to leave my pies to cool. They're looking really nice. Okay. So after that, what you would do is you take about half of the milk that is on the stove, pour it into the pasty kind of mix, pour half of it, and then mix. After you mix that, then you mix it a lot, and then put it back into the pot with the other half of the milk, and leave that to cook. I can put my honey and my cornstarch away, because we're done with those for the night. No! Okay, so the milk is just about hot enough. Just your milk, so take half of that, pour it in with the paste. I just poured half in with the paste, and I'm just stirring it just to make sure it all dissolves and everything like that, all the good stuff. Now that that's been done, you take this, pour it back into the rest of the milk, like so. Put that on the side, and I'm going to be stirring the milk to make sure that there are no like lumps or anything. So I'm just going to continuously stir it until it's done. Okay, it is finally done boiling, so I'm going to pour it into a bowl. Okay, I'm going to pour this and then show you. Turn the burner off. Do you see that creaminess? It smells amazing. Okay guys, it's the last thing to do is taste. We're done with my two right here. I'm going to go into this pie. Kind of just like cut it. Oh, I've got an even better idea. Stay here, guys. Recently, this pie cutter kit was purchased. It cuts the pie into perfectly even slices. So, I'm going to give it a try. The pie cutter has been assembled, see? I'm just going to use this and see how it works with this pie. Okay, I'm going to get my plate. Look at this, guys. You can see the luscious cooked blueberry filling, the nice crusty outside. Oh, this looks so good. Look at this, guys. Look at it again. Look at that. Look at the blueberry filling. Look at the lining. For my first time making pie, I'd say this is actually pretty good, if I do say so myself. Pat on the back. Props to me. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of Fefe's Kitchen, where I made my sweet and savory dish. I have my pie and I have my custard. So, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you'll be notified every time we drop a new video. Thank you so much for coming back to my kitchen. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe and that you try it out. Please, any variations you want me to try, any new recipes, leave them down in the comments. We want to hear you guys. We want to know what you think about recipes. I might be doing a vegetarian dish next time. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. See you guys later. Bye! I gotta eat this. It's good.